If you love great food, lifting heavy, and kicking ass, then you're in the right place. My name is Ethan Buck, and I haven't always been fit. In fact, I used to weigh over 320 pounds, but I figured out how to get lean, healthy, and strong while enjoying the process, and I want to share that with you right here. So join me as I travel the world, hunting down legendary hole-in-the-wall kitchens, getting humbled in underground fight clubs, and pushing iron in gyms that make your local Planet Fitness look like a daycare center. Every episode is a gamble. Will this mystery meat make me stronger or send me to the hospital? Can I survive a Muay Thai session with fighters who have never heard of holding back? This isn't just a channel, it's a test of discipline, grit, and adventure. Welcome to Food, Fitness, and Fisticuffs, where getting fit is the adventure of a lifetime. This is Yokkao Muay Thai Gym, where legends are made. Legends like Sanchai, some say the best to ever step in the ring. Supalek, the kicking machine feared for his power and precision. Rodtang, the Iron Man, who walks through fire to land his shots. And Liam Harrison, the British bulldog with low kicks to end careers, just to name a few. All of them have sharpened their weapons right here, under these lights, with these coaches, on these pads, and hitting these bags. And today I'm stepping in their world. Neon colors, relentless pace, and no room to hide. All right, so what's in the bag? Well, we have got a lot of ice water with a lot of salt in it. We've got gloves, we've got shin pads, we've got a towel. We've got alcohol spray. While it is a clean gym, you just can't get over the fact that it's hot and muggy in here, or just here in Thailand in general. So you want to make sure that you're nice and clean. Spray this inside of your gloves and inside of your shin pads, not over the top because it'll dry out the leather. And on any little cuts that you have, we have the training liniment, we have the Muay Thai ankle supports, and we have our hand wraps. And they're pressuring us to get going to put our hand wraps on. So let's get moving with that real quick. So if you missed my last tutorial on how to wrap your hands, you're gonna pinch here, you're gonna wrap it around, your fingers are spread out just a little bit, 3 or 4 times. And then the last time you do it, you're just gonna create a little tab right here to pinch onto. So what I'm gonna do here with this is there's my tab. I'm gonna pinch between my knuckles, my thumb and my index finger, or my index finger knuckle. I'm gonna go over the top, over the bottom of it, and then around the wrist, and take this off. Around the wrist a couple times, just to anchor it securely. Then I'm gonna come up between the pinky, the index finger, in between these 2 fingers. Make sure you're just making sure it's not too tight. And then lastly, between the middle and the index finger. And if you got some room left, you can come up around the thumb a couple times. But mostly I want support in my punching knuckles and my wrist. And that's how you do it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thai.
Tom yum goong.
Tom yum goong. Krupong. Pom chưa đây cup.
Tom yum goong.
Tom yum goong. So last time I was here, you gave me the nickname of Tom Yum Goong, which is a character from a movie. It's a huge jacked guy who fights Tony Jaa in an awesome movie. It's an honor to be called Tom Yum Goong, which is just basically shrimp soup, but it's the name of the movie.
What's up?
All right, so last time I was here, it's a little bit faster paced than I'm used to at the other gym I train at. Not that the other gym don't do enough. You definitely get a great workout, but this is more of a constant. And that's not a complaint. It's just gonna be a little tougher what I'm used to. So gonna be a good challenge today. They usually start out with a bit of a run, a bit of stretching. I've only been here a couple times, so I'm not too sure what we're in for.
Now, what you will see here is that there are kind of mostly Westerners and tourists coming to this particular class, and then they have their fighters kind of separated, and for good reason, because those guys, their training is their job to fight, so they're professional fighters. That's what they do for a living. So we're going to be separated from them. We're not going to be doing the same training as them, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get a killer workout and awesome instruction. These are trainers and coaches and instructors in Muay Thai who have trained with and trained some of the best and fought multiple times, possibly almost 100 times each, if not more. So we're in for a ride today. So buckle up, sit down, enjoy this training montage, and then we're gonna go get some of my favorite food I love to eat after a Muay Thai session.
Afternoon training. I look out for the people who train from Yokkao Muay Thai. Everybody come enjoy training with me too.
All right, just to warm up, 4 minutes of GoPro, not a big deal, but I need to cool down. I do overheat in this weather if I don't pour some ice water on my head sometimes. Overheat meaning just don't feel that well, I don't perform my best, but let's see what the F works next. All right, so that's pretty much the warm up. As I said, not a lot of people are mixed in with fighters here. So if you're coming to Bangkok and you want to try Muay Thai and you're a little intimidated about going to a gym where you might get mixed in with fighters and possibly just be a little scared, probably wouldn't get hurt because fighters are really respectful of novices. But this is a great place to come if you're just getting started. As you can see, it's mostly females. It's mostly, in this particular class anyway, absolute beginners or people who've only been here a few times. So Yokkao Gym, definitely come to here if you come to Bangkok if you want a Muay Thai experience without being mixed in with fighters. So you get a lot of time with the coaches. They're really kind of explaining how to stand, how to shuffle, how to step, how to move, which is something a lot of people miss in the beginning. They just want to hit pads, they want to do the hard stuff, but it's kind of like one of those things. You don't want to run before you can walk or even crawl in some cases. So this is actually really good. They're taking these beginners and teaching them footwork, basic stances, basic punches, basic kicks, basic knees. And then from there, once you have that down, it's all about consistency, repetition, practice, thousands and thousands, if not millions of reps over a long period of time. So this may not look like a lot, but it's very valuable if you've never done Muay Thai before. So if you go to a Muay Thai gym and they throw you in the middle, you're sparring immediately the first day, you're hitting pads as hard as you can and gassing, it's probably not a good Muay Thai gym. All right, so now we're just kind of going through basic combos. So you get a rhythm of how your hips move, how to use your feet, how to get your body into the weight, how to get your body into the punch. All crucial stuff to begin learning with. And honestly, it doesn't matter what level you're at. It's always good to come back to these basics and practice again. Something about shadowboxing is a lot of people kind of find it boring because it's not the hard first stuff. But I promise you, the more you shadowbox, the better you're gonna get. Reason being, you're ingraining these movements into your nervous system and into your brain, to where it just becomes your nature to use them when you're sparring or fighting or stepping into the cage or the ring. You don't have to think about it. Your body just knows what to do. Practice, 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 repetition, repetition, repetition. Just like anything else, if you want to get good at it, you have to practice it with consistency a lot and for a long period of time.
When your opponent lose the hand here, easy for you, set him head kick, right? We change one for the high kicks, but we change for this one new.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of all these people. So they're splitting up the class. So I'm gonna do some bag work, a few rounds probably, and then I'm gonna hop over there and do the pad work. Do some bag work first, a few rounds possibly, and then while they finish up with the other members, the beginners essentially, on pad work, then we'll switch over. They'll come do the pad work and I'll go do the pad work with them. All right, pad work time. This is where you really step it up. Work on power, speed, technique, timing. I usually take my first round a little reserved, and then I crank it up in the second and the third. I think we're only doing 3 rounds here today.
It's so good. Good technique. Good to join for pad work. Fantastic for pad work, man.
Gotta work out. But I guess that's not bad for a 44-year-old who used to be obese Used to be homeless. Used to drink every day. Used to take drugs. You know, it's easy to be hard on yourself for not being perfect and great. But just like anything else, stay consistent, keep showing up. Even on the bad days, not every day's gonna be great. And today I think I did pretty good. I'm a little disappointed I slowed down there, here and there, but he was definitely pushing me a little bit more than I've been pushed in a couple weeks, so yeah, I'm happy with that. I think next we probably got some light sparring, I'm not too sure, but looking forward to that food we're gonna be eating soon. Sparring? Sparring? Yeah. Me and you, Sparring? Okay. So, only time you really wear shin pads is when you're sparring. Oftentimes the trainers will use shin pads when they're holding pads for you because they're kicking you. But when the shin pads come on, it usually means sparring. And I think I'm gonna go with some of the coaches today, so I'll definitely get pushed and challenged. And you're gonna see, I outweigh some of these guys by close to 100 pounds, at least 80. But they're so experienced. They've been doing this for so long. They're lightning fast. The technique is pretty much flawless. They see all of my weaknesses and flaws, and they take advantage of them. So just because you're jacked and big and strong and heavy doesn't mean you can fight. Come to Thailand and try and spar with an experienced 145, 150 pound Muay Thai fighter. They will humble you. Learn new things every day. Within 2 minutes of sparring with this guy, I've learned something new.
Basic Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Okay, you look hand, lift up, light up, lift lift up, boom, light up, boom, lift, boom, yeah, okay, balance close, up elbow, boom, and jump, no, jump elbow, okay, no, you don't look hand, up elbow, yeah, Tom Yum Goong. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3. Up. Tôm yum goong. ขอบคุณครับตามเลยขอบคุณครับโอเค
That was an awesome training session. And now it's time for food. But you know what I really like about Yokkao Gym is their emphasis on drilling the basics over and over again. That's just how you get good at stuff, right? But they also have this element of kind of like a militant approach. You see, you do a round of something for say 3 minutes. They tell you you've got 1 minute to go drink water, maybe just chill out for a second. You literally have those 60 seconds and then it's go time. And if you're messing about, they call you out, they're yelling at you, they're telling you to get back in the ring or back on the bag or back on the pads, whatever it may be. Not that other gyms don't do that necessarily, but a lot of other gyms I've been to kind of leave room for this like
all right, let's get back to it sometime soon. And that's not necessarily bad, but it can breed bad habits. You see, when someone does that, they're taking their time, they're adjusting their, I don't know, their gloves or their shin pads, they're taking too much time drinking water or just talking or sitting on the floor. When other people see that, it kind of breeds these bad habits, and it just kind of bleeds into the rest of your training and the environment per se. And Yokkao, they don't let that happen. Not that they're hard asses, they're just really experienced. Like I said, they've produced some of the best Muay Thai fighters ever, and they're still producing a lot of great fighters. And Yokkao's a big business now. They've got training centers, it's apparel, it's gear. They're producing some of the best fighters now. So anyhow, like I said, now is time to keep it simple with food. So we're gonna go right around the corner here from where I live. I've been home, I've had a shower, and we're gonna get some really good basic Thai food that fits your macros. And it's at a place where just, I used to walk by here, and I just started buying desserts from this lady because she has them out on the table. We might try some of those in a minute. But her food is really good. It's packed on lunch hour. It's just after lunch hour. So I really hope she still has some good food left, because when she sells out, it's just one of those places. Hey, here's what I've got. When it sells out, we're done for the day. So hopefully she's not closed, or hopefully she still has the food that I want. It's called pad krapao, and it's very macro friendly. I'm gonna show you exactly why I like to eat this after training. Shower. Okay, so we're in luck. She still has pad krapao after rush hour, and I asked for it to be extra spicy, so she's breaking up all those chilies there for me. Now, the reason I like this is that, like I said earlier, is very macro friendly. You basically just get a protein that's a little bit fatty, so you get your proteins and your fats, and you get a rice. Really simple, but it's the other ingredients that really make it here. So we'll see what she puts in there. So we've obviously got our chilies. She's got some greens there. It's holy basil. She's blending that chili there for me. It's gonna turn it into kind of a paste. All this is happening while she heats up her wok real quick. Her fridge is right over here. That looks like the meat that she's got. By the way, when I come here, I walk by here multiple times a day. She's just out here on a little stool, making food, preparing it for lunch hour, preparing it for the next day. It's a hard worker, and she's been here for years. It's just her and her son. So the chili paste goes in the wok first, then goes in the pork. We're getting pork today, so it's a little bit fattier. Oh man, and if you could smell this, I mean, it's burning my nostrils, it's making me cough. I can tell it's going to be really hot already. In goes some, I believe that is oyster sauce, and we've got some garlic, some sugar, and salt. So we've got the chilies, we've got pork, oyster sauce, garlic, chilies, and pork so far. Looks like a bit of water, most likely. And then in goes some more greens and holy basil, I believe. Ah, here come the beans, actually. That's a really long string bean. Those get chopped up and tossed in there as well. And this lady is just the sweetest, nicest lady. A big smile every time we walk by. She's always trying to upsell me stuff too. Like, she's like, you're a big boy, you need to eat a lot. You trained hard today. And she's exactly right. And I'm an easy upsell. I'm a sucker for food. Look, it's really coming together there. A little bit more oyster sauce. She just put a paste in there. I'm not sure what that was. But in goes the holy basil, or the Thai basil. I'm not sure if it's Thai basil or holy basil. I don't even know if it's the same thing, to be honest. I just like eating it. And I can tell that's gonna be spicy. I'm coughing. Oh, that looks amazing. So right there, I can tell you that's probably 30-ish grams of protein. Ideally, I'd have a little bit more, but I can't complain about that. It's the flavor that counts. So now she's going to put, I believe, an egg over the top. So pad krapao, they usually ask you if you want a fried egg over it. So here comes the rice. Maybe she puts that in the oil too. I'm not too sure what comes first. All right, here comes the egg. Just gonna crack that in the bowl. Nice golden yolk. And that's just gonna get fried right there. And then they usually put the meat over the rice, or next to it. Look at that. If you could smell this, you'd want it too. And I'll tell you, after that training, I am hungry. I'm salivating. Just look at that egg. And that egg is gonna go right over the top. Okay, kap kun kap. Look at this. Okay, so let's dig in. I usually like a spoon and a fork for this. I really like to shovel it into my mouth because I'm a very fast eater, but I'm gonna take my time and enjoy this here with you today. So I do have the original sriracha sauce prepared to put on here, but I should give it a taste first because based on how many chili she put in there and what it was doing to my nostrils and my throat, just while she was cooking it, I should probably slow down on the chili part and see what it's all about. So first bite, pork, chili, garlic, oyster sauce, holy basil, and green beans. On first bite, it was very salty, which is perfect after training. And then comes the spice. Not too bad just yet. You can tell you're eating pork, but it's not super fatty, and it's not very porky. You couldn't disguise this as beef, honestly. And yes, it's spicy. I think I would put this on a scale of 1 to 10, probably for me, maybe 7, 6.5. So it's up there, but it's not terrible. Now let's break up this egg a little bit and just get that over our rice and over our meat. Yeah, look at that. That's gonna be the best bite. Glorious. It is so good. I'm break up that egg a little bit more. Get some pure protein. I could put a little bit of sauce on here. Actually, I'm just gonna put it on the egg. With the egg, I probably got close to 40 grams of protein. It is fatty, so it's gonna be higher on the fat for me. Most of my meals are lower in fat, not completely low, but lower. I usually eat 10 to 15 grams of fat. This is probably 25, maybe even 30. And with the rice, it's gonna be a good 60-ish grams of carbs. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's well balanced in macros, but it is high in calorie. So 40-ish grams of protein, 30-ish grams of fat, which is bringing the calories up, and 60-ish grams of carbs, which is a well-balanced meal. Really good after heavy training, long, hard training. Really good if you want to perform. Really good if you want to get bigger and stronger. Probably not so good to eat too often if you want to lose body fat. Now, if I were to be in the dieting phase trying to lose body fat, I would go to a leaner source of protein like chicken breast, ground chicken breast, and I'd probably cut the rice in half. It's really that simple. Again, we're talking about simplicity here, right? Being consistent with simple things. Let's see if we can kick this up a notch. They have this for flies. And then comes, this is a vinegar-based chili sauce. Now the vinegar they typically put into soups. It kind of cuts through the soup. It's really good. But you got all kinds of chilies in there. And you've got there it is, a lime wedge. There's vinegar, and I believe there's some fish sauce in there. So let's go ahead and put some of this on there. Instantly changes the flavor profile. You get a little bit of fish sauce. You get the sharpness of the vinegar. You get a little bit more kick from the peppers. And while that tastes good, it does, after a minute or so, kick up the spice profile. So I got extra spicy trapao. I added the original sriracha, and then I put their homemade chili in there. I just got hit with a, what's it called? Kefir lime leaf. little bit of that in there. That gives Thai food a very distinct flavor. You don't taste it in many other dishes. I love it. It's hot out today. It's the rainy season technically, which basically just means that it rains occasionally in the afternoon, but sometimes it rains brutal, like sideways hard. It floods for about an hour or two, and then you're back to normal. Sky opens back up, but it's still hot and muggy. And then you add really spicy food on it. It opens up the palate. All these endorphins get going. It makes you happy. There's so many different flavors for your palate and your brain and your body to navigate. You get a high from this food. Like real good Thai food will give you a high. And this food right here, it does exactly that. This amount of rice is really good after training because I depleted myself quite a bit. But moving here, selling the house, traveling, all the stress, I gained some weight, more than I'd like to, but hey, that's life. Sometimes you go through those periods of time where you stay consistent with some basic things around your diet and your training, but you're not dialed in completely because life is happening, and that's okay. As long as you can fall back on some habits you've already solidified and not lose a terrible amount of progress and maintain what you've got. Spitting food everywhere here. That's what it's all about, right? That being said, leaving this on my plate gives me a little bit of room for some dessert. So let's go take a look at those. So this is basically what's on display when you walk by here. She does have some noodles and just kind of curry and sauces to take away. A lot of people just pick these up on their way home. But what I'm interested in are these things right here. And possibly some of these. Looks like she is missing one dessert that I typically like, but we're gonna have to grab a couple of those. Thai, song le song cup cup.
2 โต๊ะ
Thai.
วันนี้ไลฟ์บานาน่าหมด
ไม่มี
วันนี้หมด
Maimi, okay. It's a shame. She didn't have the banana one today. Sold them out. Those were really good. The interesting thing about the banana one is that it comes with beans. Now in Asia, they actually make beans into kind of a sweet dessert jelly thing. You rarely see them as a savory thing in a dish other than the string beans. Kapu kap. All right, let's go check these out. So she knows I like the banana ones, and she just showed me how she's prepared these banana desserts, which are kind of blended with rice and, like I said, the beans, wrapped in a banana leaf and then steamed. And they're incredibly good. It might have a bit of coconut sugar in them as well, but she just brought this over. She's like, hey, I just want you to know that I will have these tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and get some banana rice dessert. These ones, these have already been steamed. They're wrapped up very elegantly with just a toothpick holding them together. And let's take a look at this. This is like a tapioca kind of starch thing with another sort of tapioca gelatinous goopy thing inside. And inside of that is coconut, ground coconut with, I believe, coconut sugar in. It's a textural thing. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's goopy, it's gelatinous. And then you got the crunchy coconut on the inside that's nice and sweet. And that's it. That cost 12 baht. 7 cents. The next thing here are these. Open it up. It's slimy. You can tell it's been steamed. You can tell there's something good inside of there. And it's this little, I believe it's a rice flour or maybe tapioca flour, probably tapioca flour. Almost like a mochi consistency. It's sticky though. Pyramid shaped. And this one is both sweet and savory. Now it too has ground coconut in the middle with a bit of sugar, but there's also a bit of spice. And tasting maybe some ginger in there, I'm not too sure. So you get both savory and sweet. When you think about something that's really good, like savory and sweet, maybe like trail mix, that's what it reminds me of when it hits your palate. Now, this doesn't taste like trail mix, but you get the salty and the sweet at the same time. And the Thais do that brilliantly. They mix a lot of different flavors in all at once and keeps your palate guessing, and keeps your mind guessing, and you just feel good eating all this kind of stuff. Popkam pruni kap. Okay, bye-bye. Now, if you ever come to Thailand, that is exactly who you want to make you food. Just an auntie, a lot of people call them aunties, just a nice old lady in a restaurant that takes a lot of pride in her food. And you really get that kind of matriarchal vibe from these older ladies who just run these restaurants by themselves or with their small family. They really love just taking care of people. They take a lot of pride in what they do. They take a lot of pride in just taking care of people. They're extremely friendly and nice and kind. And that's one thing I love about Thailand. So what do you think? Would you eat there? If you do come to Thailand, make sure you go to these small places. So her restaurant's called Wan Lapa. It's just the name of the restaurant. And it's on Soi Sukhumvit 39, Soi Sukhumvit 39. Great place near Prong Pom BTS. Also, let me know down in the comments what you thought about Yokkao. If you came to Thailand to train Muay Thai, would you go to that gym? Or would you go to another gym? Are you an experienced fighter? Or are you just kind of thinking about trying Muay Thai in Thailand? Because that gym specifically can cater to both. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, they will take you through some basic drills. And it doesn't matter if you're an elite level fighter. They can do both. And they can take you far. They'll teach you the skills, they'll teach you the discipline, they'll spend time with you. It's not like you're just in a class with a bunch of people. If you ask a question, especially after class, they'll hang out. They love sharing what they know and their experiences with people. It's just like if you went to a gym and you're intimidated because all the guys are super big and strong and scary looking. If you ask them a question, they're gonna nerd out. They're gonna be like, hey man, I love this stuff. I love talking about it. And they open up. They're super friendly and kind. And you get that vibe from a lot of the fighters too. They seem like scary, intimidating people because they can kick the shit out of people and they're dialed in. But if you ask them a question, you talk to them about the thing that they love, their passion, they open up and they love helping. And you really get that feeling from the coaches and trainers at Yokkao Gym. So I really recommend, if you come to Bangkok, definitely check that place out. All right, that is it for this episode. In the next episode, what is this? Food, fitness, and fisticuffs. We covered fisticuffs, we covered food. We'll probably do food again. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Some good Bangkok food. Now, if you haven't already, remember to like and subscribe. Leave comments down below. It really helps the channel out. If you've been following me for a while on social media, you know I've been coaching for 12 years now as of 2025. And I'm kind of shifting here. I want to shift to YouTube. It's fun. Not that coaching isn't fun, but it's just something new. And I'm in a place where there's a lot to film, a lot to document, and a lot to share with you right at home. All right, see you soon. If it slithers, crawls, or smells like it shouldn't be eaten, you'll find it here. This is Bangkok's Klong Toi Wet Market, and I'm about to eat my way through its weirdest findings.